Welcome to Electrified. It's your host, Dylan Loomis. Kicking things off, the Model Y has surpassed the Model 3 in California. Cross-Sell, which is a vehicle data research firm, showed that California had roughly 16,200 Teslas registered during Q3 of 2020. The Model Y became the top seller in the state for Q3, which accounted for about 7,300 registrations, or 45% of all Teslas sold. The Model 3, on the other hand, accounted for 6,500 registrations during Q3, which is 40% of the total. This leaves 15% remaining, or roughly 2,400 for the Model S and X in Q3. This should come as no surprise. Elon did tell us this would happen eventually back on the 2018 Q4 earnings call, saying, "We expect the demand for Model Y will be maybe 50% higher than Model 3, could even be double. As I understand it, the midsize SUV segment worldwide is the most popular type of vehicle, so we'll probably see a higher volume of Y than 3. Next up, Tesla releases their full self-driving beta to the EAP or Early Access Program members today. For anybody wondering how to be included in this EAP, it's not clear by any means, but Tesla shared a blog post in 2019 saying, "Customers who previously purchased full self-driving will receive an invitation to Tesla's Early Access Program. EAP members are invited to experience and provide feedback on new features and functionality before they are rolled out to other customers." Now, it's possible that the Early Access Program is indeed closed, but it should be noted Elon has referred to a wide EAP, implying there is also a limited EAP. It's likely that the limited EAP is Tesla employees, family, etc. A wide EAP is a small subset of full self-driving customers with strong, reliable driving data. It's with this wide early access program release we can expect to get YouTube reviews on the new full self-driving package. This is a massive release for the landscape of autonomy. Take it from Elon. He recently said on Twitter, "The full self-driving improvement will come as a quantum leap because it's a fundamental architectural rewrite, not an incremental tweak. I drive the bleeding edge alpha build in my car personally. Almost at zero interventions between home and work. Limited public release in 6 to 10 weeks. That was back on August 14th, so we are right on track. Tonight, GM will be hosting its event revealing their all-electric Hummer. It will be tonight, Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time or 5 p.m. Pacific. I've included the link below in the description if you're interested in catching that event. Touching quickly on Wall Street's expectations for Tesla's Q3 financial call, which will be Wednesday, tomorrow. 37 analysts polled by FactSet currently have a consensus adjusted profit of 54 cents per share for Q3 2020. Now, to give you some context, Tesla's GAAP EPS for the last 5 quarters is as follows: 50 cents per share, 8 cents, 56 cents, 78 cents, and a loss of $2.31. Dan Levy from Credit Suisse has higher expectations. In a previous research note, he said he expects Tesla to show an earnings per share of 73 cents, stating that he sees gross profit margins excluding regulatory credits to hit 21%, up 2 percentage points from Tesla's Q2 2020 results. We believe gross margins will be at the center of the earnings beat. Tesla's Q3 2020 earnings call is scheduled to start at 2:30 p.m. Pacific or 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Wednesday, October 21st. We get news of strong EV market share in Germany. The overall EV market penetration rate is now up to 16% of total auto sales. In September alone, there were 41,000 registrations for EVs. However, I do want to temper this a bit as 20,217 of those units were PHEVs or plug-in hybrids, which in my opinion are nothing more than a bridge solution. However, we are still at 8% market share for full battery electric vehicles in Germany, and this number has been on the rise. The Renault Zoe does still hold the lead for the month of September with 3,603 unit sales, followed closely by the Model 3 with 2,776 sales. In third, we find the newcomer, the Volkswagen ID.3 with 1,771 unit sales. With Giga Berlin set to come online here very soon, these numbers should continue to climb. It turns out that the Model 3 bumper failures have been confirmed by Tesla. Now, before anyone gets upset suggesting this is FUD, which is fear, uncertainty, and doubt, Tesla officially admitted to a manufacturing defect causing these issues. There have been rumblings of these rear fascia problems for about 2 years, but 2 months ago, Tesla did come out and make it official. Let's take a look at the service bulletin, which is linked below if you'd like to view it in full. As mentioned, the bulletin was released July 31st, 2020. The mobile service team cannot perform repairs, and these are for cars coming from the Fremont factory. The condition states, in rare instances, certain components of Model 3 vehicles built at Fremont factory before May 21st, 2019 may be damaged when driving through standing water on a road or highway with poor drainage or pooling water. In these rare instances, the rear fascia might detach from the vehicle and harnesses and/or body fasteners mounts might also be damaged. This document clarifies that damage caused during these instances is covered under warranty. So it's unclear how many Model 3s have been affected by this, but there have been roughly 250,000 units produced up through May of 2019. So if you say even 5%, that would take us to about 12,000 cars affected. And if you put the bumper cost at around $3,000, that would be about a $37 million cost for Tesla service to cover under the warranty. But as mentioned, that's just a complete guess to give you some frame of reference. As mentioned, Tesla has known about these issues for about 2 years now, so it would have been nice had they corrected it a little bit sooner. However, better late than never. The last topic for today, OPEC is on the brink of a crisis. OPEC is an organization of the petroleum exporting countries, which is a permanent intergovernmental organization. It was founded at the Baghdad Conference on September 14th back in 1960 by Iraq, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, and Venezuela. Currently, the organization has 13 member countries, and in addition to the founding countries, they have been joined by Indonesia, Iran, Libya, Nigeria, the United Arab Emirates, Algeria, Ecuador, Gabon, and Angola. So essentially, this group consists of developing nations that coordinate and unify the petroleum policies of the member countries. Their mission is to secure an efficient economic and regular supply of petroleum to consumers, a steady income to producers, and of course, a fair return on capital to those investing in the petroleum industry. So as of 2018, 80% of the world's proven oil reserves are located in OPEC member countries. Now, with this brief context set, the IMF, or the International Monetary Fund, is forecasting oil prices to remain in the $40 to $50 range through 2021. This extension of depressed prices will have a dramatic effect on the oil and gas exporting countries, namely all of those in OPEC. To give you some context, back in 2008, the price for a barrel of crude oil got up to $166. So as both oil and gas demand has seen significant contractions, prices for both have plunged, and there's still not much hope of a significant rise in prices anytime soon because global oil and gas storage volumes are still at historically high levels. It's been said that the break-even price for the Saudi government budget has been $80 per barrel. It's becoming more and more clear that these OPEC member nations need more economic diversification, as a very high percentage of revenue comes from the oil and gas industry. OPEC is already on the brink of crisis, with the EV revolution still in its infancy. It will be another 10 years at a minimum before we see any real material impact to global oil demand stemming from the EV revolution, as the demand still hovers around 90 million barrels per day. But that will wrap it up for today's episode of Tesla News. Please like the video if you did, consider subscribing for more Tesla content, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Have a great day.